Cracks in brick, cracks in block, sticking windows or doors. Settling or sinking foundation, it's a fact. Foundation problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS.
This is the morning edition of the Daily Weather Briefing video. This is for Wednesday, the 30th of November, the last day of the hurricane season. I'm James Spann. It's been a long, stormy night, and it's not quite over yet. Wanted to go straight to the radar. This is coming out of the Weather Service facility down in Mobile, and you can see a band of severe thunderstorms pressing through the southwestern part of the state. In fact, we'll animate this, and you can see that a bow echo is evolving down over Mobile and Baldwin counties, and this could easily produce some damaging straight-line winds. And on top of that, we have a couple of tornado warning polygons for the northern part of Baldwin County. And understand those storms will be drifting down toward, ultimately, places like Fairhope, Foley, Gulf Shores, Fort Morgan, and Orange Beach over the next couple of hours. And I'm doing this update live at 5:23 a.m. early Wednesday morning. And many folks watch this later in the day, and there's a chance it'll be gone if you watch this later. But again, for those that are watching live, just be aware of that. We'll stop it really quickly, and we'll take a look at those two tornado warning polygons. One is for areas just south of Bay Minette, and then one includes areas down to Interstate 10. In fact, let's do a dual screen here and take a look at the velocity display. It's a little noisy. These are not your classic tornado signatures, and we talked about this last night on the coverage. It's really, really hard dealing with these QLCS tornadoes, quasi-linear convective system. But the main concern here, away from that isolated tornado threat, it's the strong straight-line winds with that bow echo. So just be aware that early this morning we have severe storms rolling through parts of Mobile and Baldwin counties with potential for strong, maybe damaging straight-line winds and a couple of isolated tornadoes. So here's the big picture this morning. The trough that brought the severe weather last night and what's going on now is progressive. It's moving on, and that will be punching in a nice shot of dry air during the day today. Here's the regional radar composite, and you can see those storms running in a band from east central Alabama all the way down to Mobile. But that will be rapidly pushing southward this morning, and for most of the state, the day will be sunny, breezy, and noticeably cooler. We're starting off the day with temperatures in the 60s over North Alabama, 70s for the southern half of the state. It's 75 at Mobile at 4:40, but this will be a day of cool air advection. And for the northern half of the state, temperatures will fall into the 50s, and they'll stay there during the day today. South Alabama falling through the 60s with a gusty north wind, but again, the sky will be clearing. There is still a tornado watch until 6 a.m. for southwest Alabama, and a flash flood watch for the northern half of the state. But again, these should be over by the time you watch this, if you're watching it later today. For those watching live, that's still in effect for the next 35 minutes or so. And around the nation, we've got wind advisories up in the northeast and winter storm warnings in effect for a pretty good chunk of the northwest United States. So this is the convective outlook, the severe weather outlook for today. And we have a level 2 out of 5 slight risk for the southeastern corner of the state, down around Dothan, Geneva, Ozark, and Abbeville. And that's for the line of storms pushing in there this morning for the next couple of hours. And again, the main concern, strong straight-line winds, although an isolated tornado not totally out of the question. But by mid-morning, the storm should be out of here. So this is tomorrow. No severe weather expected across the country. Not much thunder. And then on day 3, which is Friday, we have the chance of maybe some thunder around the Mid-South. But again, severe storms are not expected across the country for at least the next 5 to 7 days. This is the rain for the next 7 days, and we are going to see the return of showers over the weekend. We'll have a chance of showers on Saturday, maybe a little bit of rain on Sunday, and then probably another chance of rain toward Tuesday or Wednesday of next week. This is suggesting the Tennessee Valley could receive in excess of 2 inches of rain between now and Wednesday morning of next week. And the amounts for the rest of the state will be much lighter, generally under 1 inch. So model fans, here we go. This is the GFS. This is the 06C run, valid today at 4. Again, the troughing passing on by and the sky becoming sunny today. Breezy, cooler. And again, for the northern half of the state, temperatures will likely fall into the 50s. They fall in the 60s for South Alabama. This is tomorrow for Thursday. We start the day below freezing for North Alabama, lows in the upper 20s and low 30s. And the high will be in the 50s with sunshine in full supply. This is Friday. We're still dry. Highs will likely be in the 60s. And then on Saturday, a surface boundary pushes in here, and that will bring the chance of a few showers, but nothing severe, nothing too heavy, not going to rain all day, not a washout, but just keep in mind, if you have something planned outdoors, there's a pretty decent chance we'll see some rain at times. The high Saturday will be in the mid to upper 60s. In fact, parts of South Alabama may be touching 70 on Saturday. And then Sunday, the front stalls out and becomes wavy. And this is suggesting there could be a little lingering light rain Sunday, especially for the northern half of the state. But again, not an all-day kind of rain, nothing too heavy. And Sunday should be a little cooler with highs in the 50s for North Alabama, 60s for the southern counties of the state. Monday, again with a stalled surface boundary around, maybe a few showers for North Alabama. This is Tuesday of next week, the better chance of showers a bit north of the state. And a week from today, Wednesday, December the 7th, it's a zonal flow, and again, the chance of a few showers. So the first half of next week looking a little unsettled, but again, we stress the rain not really heavy, not continuous, and no chance of any severe weather. Let's go out 10 days. This is Saturday, December the 10th. We have ridging here, troughing off to the west. And evidence we could see showers and thunderstorms returning at that point. But again, this is 10 days out. We all know that could change. Here's the rain for Birmingham coming off the European ensemble. Numbers are coming up. The mean about 4 inches between now and the 15th of December. Temperatures coming off the national blend of models, kind of a roller coaster ride. You can see we go below freezing tomorrow morning. Then we climb up to 66 on Saturday. And then maybe 70 by Tuesday of next week. And then highs drop back in the 50s by Thursday and Friday of next week. And the latest 8 to 14-day guidance in the house, this is for December 7th through the 13th. Temperatures around here near or maybe a little above average if this verifies. So pretty rough night last night. This is what it looked like when that line of storms came through Birmingham after midnight. A lot of wind, a lot of rain. We had some hail. We had some downed trees and power lines. And we've had a few tornadoes last night and early this morning. But again, for most, it was just noisy and awfully windy. In fact, watch this. This is a residence, and watch underneath that floodlight. You'll see some little small-scale vortices spinning up, like a spinning wheel there with those strong winds coming in. But this is some of the tornado damage last night. This is down in Utah. This was taken from Bill Castle and Megan Serrano with our ABC 3340. And again, you can see with this apartment complex, it looks like the roof is off and some pretty serious damage to the second floor of those apartments. And those residents had to be taken, I think, to a local school that is acting as a shelter. And this tornado got down over Greene County around Utah, causing this damage. And later that would continue crossing the river and moved into Hale County. But these apartments, they're the Sagewood apartments in Utah. But the good news to our knowledge, despite all the damage you see here, we had no reports of any injuries. And then as it moved over into Hale County, this is some of the damage around Akron and Stewart and Oak Village around the Warrior River. And we understand some homes were actually destroyed there. We've heard of no specific injuries, but it's a big mess. And really, we won't know that much about it until we see the first light of day here just a little bit. But again, we've also had reports of some tornado damage in Blount County around Locust Fork and southern Walker County. Have reports of tornado damage around Tallahassee. And so it's been a pretty rough night. But again, the concern as we speak, doing this live update, it's what's happening down in Mobile and Baldwin counties. And again, that's the live radar at 5:31 early this morning. And let me stop this and we'll take a look at it one more time. And you can see that bow-shaped echo that's coming through Daphne, and it's about to pass through Fairhope. It's about to pass through Loxley. And then ultimately, it comes all the way down through Robertsdale, Somerdale, Foley, and Gulf Shores. And, of course, Orange Beach and Fort Morgan. We'll do a split screen here. And really, it's kind of hard to identify a really tight tornadic circulation in here. It's pretty noisy on the velocity side. But still, if you're in the polygon, what do? You respect the polygon. And you get into a safe place. Let's see, this warning is in effect for another 12 minutes until 5:45. So again, that's a tornado warning for the northern part of Baldwin County. This would include Interstate 10 up to about Stapleton and then down to Loxley. So we'll keep a close eye on that. But the main concern down there is going to be from the strong straight line winds. So that's going to do it for the morning edition of the daily weather briefing video. For those that are new here, we do these twice a day, every day. Good weather, bad weather. We're always here during the week, and then we do it on weekends as needed. The morning update is done about 5:15, the afternoon update about 2:30. We simulcast this live on my YouTube channel and on Facebook. And we know most of you watch it later. We have notes over on the blog. That is AlabamaWX.com. And, of course, we do invite you to watch us on ABC 3340 News this evening at 4, 5, 6, and 10 o'clock. So thanks for watching. Have a great day, and God bless.
Sinking driveway? Call Alabama Professional Services. Settling patio? Call APS. Uneven pool deck? Call APS. Collapsing stoop? Call APS. Cracking sidewalk? That's right. Call APS. It's a fact. Concrete problems don't get better with time, but they do get better when you call APS. Call Alabama Professional Services today.